Hello everyone, welcome to the new Ask Show or Ask Me Anything show. This is the episode number one of the Ask Me Anything show again. Uh, this is a show where you people, my fans or whatever, or my friends, ask me questions and I'll answer them. Okay, so the first question here or on this week coming from my friend Mulud. He said, why the sudden interest on social media? And the reason why I'm doing more social media than before is that after I consumed some of the content of Gary Vee, I realized that one of the few reasons that made me not get clients on the in this or design jobs is that I was not marketing myself well when it comes to social media. And as you all know, the best marketing place right now is social media. This is why I'm doing more of it. I'm showing my expertise and really the skills that I have. Most of all is that I'm trying to help others in the community that was really the how can I say this, the reason why I'm here. The community of designers, I'm trying to help others. I know that many of you who are consuming my content won't be doing much with it, but at least there are some people who are trying to do that and I'm helping them. Okay, so when I was starting out, I wish somebody has told me this is the way to go. And this is why I'm doing it. I'm helping few people to know how to start really. And most of all, I'm trying to build a personal brand. And if you've heard like my speech in Lebanon, I've made a speech in Beirut last July, I think. Yeah, last July about personal branding. And one of the benefits that a personal branding could get you is that it could lead to many job interviews, many speaking events, and many other money chances and stuff. So having a personal brand is really not a question right now. It's a must. Everybody needs to to have a personal brand. And really, if you are creative or have a certain amount of skill, people would be interested in watching that you doing that skill. And it doesn't matter that you're an expert or you're like super at what you do. Nobody's like that, but it's better to show your process of going through this than showing that you're expert. Okay, and this is what I'm doing. I know that I'm not an expert. I'm just showing my process of how I go through this. I'm showing my progress day by day, and I think many people would be interested in seeing the progress over the years of me as a person and as a designer and maybe as a business person as well. So this was the so this was the answer to the social media question. The other question I wanted to answer about is from a girl who checked in my page a few days back. She said how to start as a designer. And really, I don't know how to say this, but really it really depends on what you are trying to reach. If you are looking for ways to have some design skills to like do some social media posts by yourself, or if you're just, I don't know, like doing some stuff on your own, then that's a whole different story than trying to be a professional designer who is looking for and we're talking about graphic design here, who is looking for clients and money opportunities. That's like two different stories from two different books. And let's answer both. Okay, so the first one, having the skills, I think you really should have a deep knowledge of using the tools. I don't know what you're trying to do, but basically Photoshop and Illustrator are a must. If you're going into the print industry or you're going through the print materials in general, then InDesign knowledge is also necessary. Okay, so but for a start, I think you should go with Photoshop and Illustrator. For the and you just need to watch more tutorials day in and day out. Watch the the big people of this industry and watch their process, like see more projects on Behance, see how people are doing this, so that you can gain experience, and by error and trial you can gain the skills that would allow you to have a common sense of what you are trying to do. That, of course, if you are trying just to have the skills that would allow you to do other stuff. If you are trying to be a professional designer, then I highly recommend you go and check the graphic design history, have a common sense of like the graphic design rules, and by experience you're just gonna like see that that thing is off and that thing could work and stuff. So these things come from trial and error, so no worries. Okay, another thing you should have is really the theory of color. What do colors mean? A typography like a typography course would do you very well, especially if you are going after identity and packaging. This would really help you. For the as well, I forgot this. So for the professional designer as well, you need at least at first to figure out what you are trying to have. If you are going after logo design or website design or maybe UX and UI, I don't know. Okay, so try to know that field that you are trying to like attack, do it. Okay, yeah, I think also the presentation skills, like showing your portfolio, are also a very interesting topic to understand and to master. And like currently I'm just learning how to make great portfolios, and really having a great portfolio could lead to a very interesting amount of leads, which means which could lead to more jobs, and that's the goal for the professional designer. So really having the knowledge about the industry and the presentation is necessary. Okay, so this was the answer on how to start as a graphic designer. The next question, she says how to be more productive, and the answer to that question, I think there are plenty, but having a clear path about knowing where you are going means that you are clear about your path, means that you have clarity, means that you know what's meaningful and what's not, which means you need to like attack that thing the first thing in the morning. By the end of the day, you'll feel like you've accomplished too much. That's the first, like knowing where you are after knowing that thing that you tick for, or that makes you tick. Okay, so for me it would be business, it could be design, it could be filmmaking and photography. All of those three things are really my goals right now, to be better. I'm so young, I'm just discovering myself, I'm trying to like know the self, as they say, and that's what I'm doing. Like I think that doing many stuff at first, and like looking for what you could like, is really the key to be better and to do more stuff. Okay, so that's the first note about productivity. The second note would be to not lose focus when you're trying to do something. So if you have a to-do list, or if you have a certain task at hand, don't go to social media, and basically limit distractions. So no noise, try to, I don't know, like if you're living in a house, try to close the room and like tell them I'm in a study and just leave me alone. Like close the notification on your phone, limit the noises, the distractions, all of that. Okay, that's about the second tip. The third tip about productivity will be to not multitask. And what's multitasking is that you need to have a certain, like if you have a certain task at hand, make your whole focus about that. Okay, don't like jump to another task and then go to another before you're going back. Before you focus, usually after you're focusing, or when you move out of that task, it needs 20 minutes to refocus your focus. Okay, so by the end of the day, if you keep multitasking, by the end of the day you'll feel tired, you have done nothing, and you've lost all your time and all your energy on basically nothing. Okay, so please, my friends, don't just like go all over social media. Don't go all over, don't multitask and make it overwhelming to you, and don't, most of all, don't overwhelm yourself with some crazy to-dos, or with like an unfinished loop of to-dos. Okay, and that's the thing I was guilty of at some point in time, before realizing that I need 3 things, or 3 meaningful things per day to focus on. Okay, so yeah, another thing about productivity is to really make, how can I say this, is to, after every hour of work, you go and walk for 10 minutes or something. You go grab a water or grab a coffee or whatever before going back to work again. It's really good for your health and for your mental health, of course. Don't go all over social media and emails at that time. Those 10 minutes are precious. Make them for water, for walking, for whatever, but don't go to social media or emails. Okay, so guys, these were the questions asked by my community. Thank you guys for asking, and thank you most of all people who are watching this. I would love to get your questions down in the comments wherever you're seeing this, and I'll be glad to answer them, whether they are about design, about business, or about anything related to discovering yourself or something like that. I'm becoming a kind of, I don't know, like, just by sharing my experience, I helped many of my friends, and I'm glad to help more people on social media. So again, thank you guys. I would appreciate if you subscribe to the channel, hit the like button. Have a nice day. See you in the next episode.